Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I missed y'all. Today we're going to get into a full coverage, sweat proof, long lasting beat. So let's get it started. It's so good to talk to y'all, and we're going to start with the brows. So now what I'm going to start with is just by spraying some alcohol on a paper towel, and I literally use this to get the oil out of my brows. So I just rub it in my brows really deep, back and forth. I have oily brows, so they disappear throughout the day, so I have to make sure that no oil will come through, and this just helps my brows last a little longer. Now I'm going to use the Revlon brow pencil. This thing has changed me. Okay, they're like $9.73, which is like kind of expensive for me because I'm used to ColourPop prices, but what I'm saying is that I would buy this. I use the shade dark brown. I'm going to put hair-like strokes in the front, and then I'm going to start filling it in from the bottom of the brows to the top. Now, my brows are kind of low. They sit pretty low, so I like to bring them up higher. So I make little lines that create illusions that my brow is higher than what it is. So that's what I'm doing here. To cover out the brows today, I'm going to use the Milani concealer, and I use a nice angled brush that I got from MARCH Cosmetics, and I'm going to just rub that on the brush here, and then I'm going to start in the middle of the bottom of my brow and carve that out. Pretty straightforward, nothing to it. I just make sure it's very precise. I like my brows to go a little bit straighter than curved. It just works for me. It lifts my face, and that's what I'm doing here. And I'm going to put that on my other brow as well, just copy and paste. What you definitely want to do is make sure that you blend the concealer around your brows, because that is easily seen in photos. Since I didn't use a skin color concealer on the top, I'm going to just make sure I go in double and just make sure I blend that out. Don't forget that everything will be in the description box with links, guys, but I am going to be using my Becca Evermatte and Poreless primer. I take that way down the face now. I use a little bit more than I used to. I'm using so many serums and oils on my skin, and hyaluronic acid, and just a lot of things on my skin that's keeping my skin beautiful and also keeping it moisturized. So I take that a little bit down the nose. That's where I lose makeup first, and on the nose. And when it dries up, it has the white, but the foundation will take care of that. Now I'm mixing the Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation and the Huda Beauty foundation. I'll put the shades that I use down in the description box along with the links, but I mix these together to get a full coverage foundation. I mean, my base is going to be flawless here. I promise you guys, this is amazing. It's the Huda Beauty, really. The Anastasia Beverly Hills is a little bit more moisturizing, a little bit more dewy, and so I like the contrast it has with the Huda Beauty, which is a little bit more on the soft matte side while giving skin like, but still matte. And so these together are just great for my skin right now. The concealer I'm going in with first is the Kevyn Aucoin concealer. This is one of the fullest coverage concealers on earth. Mother Earth has produced this concealer in a beautiful way. And I put this right beside the nose, which is perfect for me because I am so non-makeup. I neglect makeup so much around and on my nose. So I put some on the nose, make a little gap there, and then I put some on the end while going up, and that lifts the face. Going to do the forehead, of course, in the mouth as well. And I take it on the mouth on both sides, and then the leftover stuff I just put in the middle. Don't want to put too much in the middle. I am going in with something darker around the perimeter. This is my Morphe concealer. It is a little bit darker, but it's not really too much. So I'm going to take the Juvia's Place foundation stick. I'll put the shade of that down below too, but it's much darker than me. And so I'm going to make sure to blend this out very well. I'm going to use my e.l.f. sponge to blend it out. And then after which I'm going to blend out the darker foundation stick with an e.l.f. brush. I think it's their buffing brush. Just notice, guys, where I'm starting the blending and where I'm ending the blending, and just how much blending I do. I want to pop in and just talk to you guys about that, because the blending in the full coverage application that you're doing this way, it is so important. Blending is really everything. I spent so much time blending this day. This is why I wanted to make a voiceover, because I just want to show you guys how much you have to blend. You know, you have to pay attention to it. And I just want y'all to know that, especially dealing with this Kevyn Aucoin concealer, you have to blend it. If you put powder on this without the creams merging together and marrying, it's going to set unblended concealer because it's not going to move unless you move it. So you have to make sure you get it where you need it to be. I wanted to tell you guys I use the Juvia's Place concealer on the bridge of my nose because the Kevyn Aucoin concealer is too bright. So I like to use the Juvia's Place for my nose. I do go over it later with other things, but initially I like to use the Juvia's Place concealer and blend that out. When you blend out your contour, you want to make sure you're going upward. Don't bring it down. I literally place everything higher right now. I'm back in my high placement sort of makeup stage, so I put it higher than where the line in my cheek naturally is, because I'm just into that lifted look, man. It's been flawless lately, so I love that. So you just want to make sure you take it up. Don't neglect what you did by putting it upward by blending it downward. You know, you just want to make sure you're going upward and really pushing that into the concealer, and then you go back in with your sponge. And then the key is to go back in with that foundation sponge and go in between everything, because that is what is going to blend everything and make it literally look like you have no lines on your face, even though you just put a million lines on your face. So the key is to go back in with that foundation sponge and just look at how everything is blended. No lines, no nothing. It's just beautiful. You just want to keep reinforcing until you are pleased, until it is flawless, okay? And so I'm taking the e.l.f. concealer. Now this is their matte concealer, and this is in a much brighter shade, and I put it right beside the nose. I don't mind loading 2 and 3 concealers next to my nose, I'm telling you, because I'm going to lose makeup there. It's where I sweat first and where makeup leaves first. And so I have to do it. So I just sprayed some Final Seal Ben Nye setting spray on my sponge to blend that out. And then I'm going to spray it again before I set my makeup with the powder. And the Final Seal is what they use for stage makeup. It's bulletproof spray. I use it on all my clients who have oily skin. Final Seal is where it's at. Make sure you guys go to Camera Ready Cosmetics and get that spray. It is bulletproof for your makeup, I promise. That's the spray that you need if you have those type of problems. Now I'm using the Dermablend translucent loose setting powder. This is so great. A lot of professional makeup artists use the Dermablend. It is really good at what it does. It sets it down. It leaves it with that smooth look and feeling. You will feel it like after you set your makeup and you want to take your finger and just rub it over. It just feels so smooth. You can literally touch your makeup, nothing will move. Dermablend is it. Now I put up the Ben Nye one too, because that Ben Nye neutral set powder is great too, and I mean great. But make sure you are moisturized underneath, because you will look flaky once you put this powder on if you are not properly moisturized with your skincare and things like that, okay? And I set my under eye about 3 times this day. I set my nose twice, and I push that into my skin. Okay, do not scream at me, but I don't know where the clip is. I don't know where the clip is of me setting my face, but I use the Maybelline Fit Me powder on the right and push that into my skin with a kabuki brush. Guys, the powder is amazing. I don't know why I've never used that Maybelline powder. Oh my gosh, it just has me looking so great. Look at this. Look at my face. Beautiful. Okay, so now I'm into bronzer. Now I'm still using my Makeup Revolution bronzers, guys. I'm telling you, it's affordable makeup. And these bronzers are flawless. They make you look airbrushed. They put that deep shade on your perimeter. So it's so blunt, but at the same time, it's so just faint at the same time. I love these bronzers. And so I use 2 different shades. I'll put those shades down below, one to bronze and one to contour. I will label which one is which. And so I took that first bronzer that I used to just bronze and used that to contour my nose, and then went over it with a brush that I used to set my face with that Maybelline powder. Forgive me, guys. I don't know where the clip went. I don't know what happened. The blush that I'm using today, which really brought everything together, and blush just puts that life in your face. It's so beautiful. But this is the ColourPop Makeup Shayla collaboration, and it's called Whistle While You Work, I believe. Guys, it's not in stock, but get you a Barbie pink blush. I'm talking about everybody, all skin tones, my dark girls. This is how it's gonna look on you, okay? Barbie Pink. I never would have thought, because I'm using warm blushes all the time, but this Barbie Pink brought this look real cute together. And so then I used the bronzer brush and blended that in, and that's how I did that. And make sure you reinforce your brows. Baby, we said 18 times, so we need to make sure we reinforce our brows. For mascara, I'm using the Full Frontal Mascara from Fenty, and then I'm going to pop the lashes on, and I will put those lashes here on the screen in a second, but I'm going to line my lips with the dark brown liner from NYX. And for my lips, and that lip clip is gone too, but guys, I used the Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in the shade Knock on Wood, and over Knock on Wood I put Diamond Milk lip gloss from Fenty. Are you kidding me? This is the dream nude of the century. So Knock on Wood by Dose of Colors, Diamond Milk by Fenty, beautiful. It's perfect. And of course you want to go in and clean up. I didn't add any powder to my sponge. I just took where I used the sponge and I used that to clean up, okay? Okay, right here is where I'm going to show you guys the lashes. INV Luxury Bing 3D. I get them from my beauty supply store. They're $5.99. So recently, I've been going back to my Sun Dip palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills, using tourmaline to do a little glow. I've been a little more confident in my skin lately, so I'm comfortable with, going back and highlighting the cheeks and stuff, and the bridge of the nose, and the nose tip. So yeah, for a little glow, which definitely made it look beautiful, because of course we are downright matte, so that really helped. I wanted to come on here and say thank you guys so much for watching. This is literally my favorite beat to do, especially when I need my makeup to last hours. I'm talking, I only do this when I need it to last hours. And things have been happening to me lately where I need my makeup to last that long. Those frequent sprays of the setting spray is everything. Using it to blend out your creams, so it's like embedded in the creams, embedded on top, embedded in between. It's just so helpful. So this has just really been working out for me very, very well. Details to this wig and links and things like that will be down below. I've been getting questions on it. It's just I haven't really talked about it. I've been weighing it out, how the wig is doing, and it's doing really good. I like it a lot. Be sure to screenshot those lashes. These lashes are bomb. I don't know why my lash glue is taking so long to dry clear. I don't know. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for the support. Get this video out there. I really think that this is a really helpful video as far as full coverage, simple beat. That's like what we like, we want it to be full coverage and beat looking, but we want it to be like naked and like simple, maybe a little bronzer up here or something. Like that's our vibe, you know what I'm saying? Be sure to thumbs up this video and subscribe to my channel. More content coming. Thank you so much for being patient on my little break, but I feel like I needed it. But thank y'all so much, and I will see y'all later. Bye.